So, I just got through watching the first episode of this new Berserk series, and actually, I have so many scrambled thoughts about it. So I'm going to try to exemplify everything that I feel as best as I can, or else I'll just start rambling and ranting like I've been doing all day. So, I guess to start, like aside from the stuff I've already ranted about, the it's not bad. I mean, I liked all the action, and yeah, I'm getting my notes out again. So, um, the action was good, the music was good, and I mean, overall, the atmosphere is pretty on spot with the original story and everything. So, I'm fine with all that stuff. And it's like, I like some of the extra stuff that they added to it too. Like, I really like seeing Gus cooking and stuff because, like, that's really cute to me. Because it's just funny that he went out to get that rum just so then he could put it in a skillet. And oh no, he fried up a bunny, but he obviously is really good at cooking. So that's a very admirable guy trait that I see in Guts. So yeah, stuff like that I liked. Um, some of the sound mixing was off at some points. Like, I don't know if anyone else noticed, but while they were in the carriage with the priest and everything, like, and he was doing his monologue, like, it's like they panned outside and, like, you could barely hear any of the, like, atmospheric stuff. Like, I know that you shouldn't have, like, the rain thundering down too loud as to drown out his voice, but yeah, that part kind of seemed like off to me, but other than that, whatever. And God, the animation. It's like I'm gonna give the animation some credit because it looks fine. Like when everybody is still, but it's like when people are moving, it's kind of has that weird CGI look that I don't really fancy, but hey, I mean, people complained about Sailor Moon Crystal and their CGI in the first season, so I don't know. Maybe they'll change it for the second season of this. So I mean, I understand why they would have CG for like a lot of really complex details and everything, but after a while, it just gets really, really annoying and weird to look at. So yeah. But like some of the character models are fine. Like Puck looks super super cute to me. It's like really I think he's like the best aside from Guts. Well, Guts kind of looks weird and beady dyed. I mean, I know that he's beady dyed a lot of times to show how strange and grr he is because he's like badass man Guts and they all have beady eyes for some reason like that. But yeah, I really like Puck. It's like I hope they make like an action figure of him because he looks really really cute. I'm not talking about Chestnut Puck because I don't really like him like that. I'm talking about normal Puck. So yeah, I really like Puck so far. And up close, Farnese looks actually really nice and everything. And Farnese and what's his Serpico, yeah. Like, oh, if I'm looking. I have a TV off to the side, and I'm just watching like Skyrim shit because Parthenax, like he sounds really hot and awesome. So I just like watch cutscenes where he's talking. So that's if I'm darting off to the side, that's what I'm looking at. So yeah. Um. Like I don't really know why they have Isidro. Like, I mean I know why. Like, because I'm guessing that with they're not putting in the Lost Children arc in here. And I guess they're speeding up everything. So I guess that's okay, but like what how are they going to explain the story in some parts? Cuz it's like I mean unless it's been see that doesn't even make sense because, like, unless in the beginning, when Farnese and the rest of the Holy Iron Chain Knights came in, and that was 2 years prior, and that after the opening scene, that was 2 years later, because they never actually made that clear in here, so it's like, it's kind of weird. But then it's like, the whole bar scene, that took a few weeks after Eclipse, so yeah, I don't know what the heck they're gonna be doing with that or whatever, so I don't know, maybe they're just gonna do some retconning shit or something, so whatever. Oh, and yeah, it goes without saying that even though I fucking hate him, Femto looks really awesome from what I see, because it's like, he's a villain, and he's a pretty badass looking villain at that, just that he did really shitty first villain actions, and that kind of soils it for me, but for the most part, yeah, Femto looks cool and badass as fuck. So, that's really, like, oh, I mean, the end theme. Yeah, I really like the end theme. It's like, because at first I didn't know what they were doing with the little spark, like, electricity kind of stuff, because, like, was that Griffith or was that Casca when she had, like, long hair? But it's like, I guess that was Casca because they were showing everybody in Guts' new group, and it's like, it was pretty cute to me, so I like the end theme. And of course, like, yes, that Susumu Hirasawa preview was, like, awesome, because, like, oh my gosh, I just love his music, and he makes everything worthwhile. Like, yeah, I could have mixed opinions about this whole episode, but it's like, just play some Susumu Hirasawa, and yes, I'll be gung-ho for the next episode. So yes, that means I'll watch this whole series, even though I've been complaining about it all day. Okay, so that's basically everything that I haven't already, like, complained about on my blog already. I mean, everything else is basically just, like, the biggest thing that's really bugging me with this whole, all this reboot Berserk stuff is just what the fuck they're doing with Casca. Like, what the hell are they... Like, I cannot can't rage over this, because I've already raged over it several times, but it's like, I just do not like what they're doing with this. Like, I do not like what they're doing with her at all. It's like, I guess it all started with the movie trilogy, because they made her into, like, a red bone, high yellow bitch like me. But it's like, I didn't really like that either, but it's like, they still made her visibly dark skinned. Well, I mean, not dark skin, but just brown. So it's like, because, you know, like, she's my color. It's like, I'm staring at my boobs right now. It's like, she was my color in the movies, but it's like, you still know that she's brown. It's like, you still know I'm brown. You know you can't confuse me with a white person, even if you tried. Like, no, you can't do that shit. Nuh-uh. So, yeah, I guess to say I tolerated that. But it's like, apparently, like, lukewarm yellow, golden brown skin tone isn't enough for these people, so they have to just go the whole extra yard and just make her into some... It's like, when I first saw, like, a screenshot of her being, like, really pale, it's like, I thought back to, like, wow, she looks kind of more like a Greyling kind. Like, cause it's like, they just, like, she doesn't even seem like a warm type of warm beige person. She just seems kind of muted. And it's like, that's so dissatisfying, everything, because, like, even in the movie trilogies and in the original, in all the original works, she's such a warm, she's a warm skin tone, and it's very nice and comforting, because it's like, warm skin tone. She's a warm person. It's like I'm not saying that like all. No, I'm not gonna get into that whole discourse and all that stuff. I just like her better, you know, as a visible brown person. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, especially if she was designed to be that way in the first place. So why not just keep her like that? I mean, you guys have no problem with keeping his fucking stupid pointy ears. Like, oh no, he's Nosferatu's son. I'm like, whatever. It's like, he's never explained that, but you guys keep it anyway, so I don't know why you can't just keep her brown. It's like, it's not that hard, and it's like, I don't know. I do not understand you Japanese people and your problems with race, but you have that whole, what's that weird stuff? Ganguru. Yeah, you have that Ganguru stuff going on. It's like, oh, you like tan people then, only as, oh, god damn it, whatever. Ugh. Okay, but I mean, that's just a fragment of what I find problematic with how they're depicting Casca. It's like, everything else is basically just the fact that they keep going back to that one scene as though that's her entire character and me in this whole fucking story. Like, why are you guys so obsessed with that scene so much? Like, it's like, I know that the eclipse was the turning point in this whole story, but it's like the way that you guys are like depicting like how she was like tortured and raped and all that stuff is ridiculous. At this point, it's like, it seems like you guys are trying to outdo Miura, drawing her being violated in as many awful ways as you can. Because it's like, they did it not once in this episode, but twice. They brought it up fucking twice. And it's like, ew. It's like, I'm pretty sure that when those apostles took her and started assaulting her in the manga, I'm pretty sure that was a phalange or something, but it was not that big. And it's like, you guys are basically making it look like she's being like orally raped or whatever. And that's like, I know that it's up in the air if she was, but it's like, wow, you guys are like so proud that you guys did that. It's like, congratulations, you guys are trying to outdo how awful you can make this woman get raped on screen. So, it's like, can they actually show Casca being like a badass? I mean, I know that I'm trying not to be so dichotomous with her, but it's like they're either showing her as being some hypersexualized doll, or just, you know, like a doll. And it's like, and they're doing this with both this anime and new video game. It's like, I know that I'm giving both the anime and the video game a chance, but it's like, I'm only going to give it a chance if you guys actually, like, you know, put some clothes on her for once. Because, like, Casca likes wearing clothes. So, I mean, oh man, there's so much I could dissect with this, but yeah. I don't know how people in Japan are going to react to all this, because I don't know. It's like, it's something that I've been thinking about a lot lately, and it's like, they seem very apathetic about shit like this. I mean, maybe it's because they have their priorities in a different place than us. Or maybe they just don't care, and it's like, so long as there's tentacles involved, everything's go for them. It's like, I wonder what Miura thinks, because it's like, again, I don't like all the choices that he's made with the manga, but I have faith in him. I mean, I have more faith in him than anybody involved in any of this media. That's a flat out, yeah, like, really, at this point, the only thing that I'm really looking forward to and I'm really hyped about is the next chapter next month. Because, like, wow, he's actually going somewhere with Kasuga and Kira now. It's like, they're in Elfhelm, and they met all these witches, and they all look weird and infantile, because I don't know why everyone's suddenly is starting to look like little kids in this series. Like, no one seems to be looking like an actual mature person now. I mean, the oldest person, like, okay, I don't want to ramble on about this. It's just that, whatever. Some of the character designs, I'm not that enthusiastic about, but it's like whatever. They're on a film that makes me happy. It's good enough for me. Just get on with getting to the schematics of Kirin Casca in the next chapter, and I'll be all set. Just maybe just have her speaking online before you take another hiatus, Mira. Like, please. It's like it's the most I can get if I had to put up with this anime and this new video game. So, I mean, yeah, that's basically everything I have to say. I mean, like, man, this took up a lot of my time today because I was supposed to get shit done at work today. It's like they let us go early because it's the holiday, but it's like I basically have to just do transcriptions and research all day. And it's like between worrying about my cat and seeing all this Berserk stuff happening on my dashboard and everything, I was not concentrating at all. But really, the only good, happy thing that happened today is that my cat came home from the hospital because, like I said yesterday, he had a seizure yesterday and wasn't doing very well, and he had to stay overnight at the hospital. So he's home now, and that makes me happy. So I'll just leave it at that. So this was pretty easy to get out. Well, I mean, not easy, but I don't like recording myself on video a lot. So hopefully this will be good practice. And hopefully the video didn't cut off from me or anything in the middle. But I guess I'll see when I upload this. So yeah, that's all. Bye.